Number 13, Number 17, James Number 19, Adrian Number 21, Tim Rutherford. Number 26, Owen Trainer. Number 27, Jackson.
Does the Nets look really small to you? Does the Nets look really small?
Number 67,
Like a hybrid between a lacrosse and a hockey.
Yeah. Like, look at that.
Normally way farther on the blue on the side.
Normally, yeah.
Number 93, Davis. Now, make some noise for your U16A. Newmarket Renegades.
He looks like a giant. It's at his elbows.
Next that are oversized. Like, ah, we'll get them.
Sheldon after the game.
Let's go, Orangeville!
Hmm? Kind of dangerous. Ooh. There we go. Flyers versus the Newmarket Renegades. Middlehurst takes the draw. Little messed up draw. Critchley gets it to Hobor. Hobor dumps it into the Renegades zone. Stopped at the blue line by Critchley. He'll dump it back in. Renegades off the near boards to the Flyers blue line. Clark gets it across to Hobor. Hobor sends it back to Clark. Newmarket with possession in the far corner. Centering attempt shot. Tipped by Clark. They'll bring it into the boards. Get bumped. And the Renegades dump it behind the Flyers net. Hobor sends it around the far boards to the blue line. Not out. Second effort. Bouncing puck. Critchley picks it up. He'll skate it out of the Flyer zone. Gets it to Martin at the blue line. And he'll dump it in the Renegades area. Newmarket gets possession in the near corner. Sends it up to the blue line. And second pass up to the Flyers blue line. Tribble to Campbell. Campbell sends it to Martin. Campbell tries to get it back up to Martin. Martin at the red line. Gets it across to Brown. Brown in over the blue line. Lets the shot go. Gloved. Bobbled. And he'll cover it for a whistle. Brown in for the draw. And some feet. Newmarket gets a piece of it. Gets it to the near corner. Right around behind their net. The half boards. Campbell pinches. Brown backs him up. Campbell can't get the puck between his legs. Finally gets a piece of it. To Wozny with the shot. Loose puck in front. Cleared out by the Newmarket player. Tribble in deep along the half boards. Keeps it in deep. Brown comes up with it. Walks behind the net. He'll get leveled. Newmarket chips it up to their blue line and fires it off the boards and out. Newmarket in around. Milks with the pad save. Puck comes to the near boards. Up to Monas. Monas to Brown at the red line. Brown gets the blue line. Dumps it in. Kinds of pressure. Arkema steps into his man. Puck comes to the Renegades blue line. They'll just play it out. Cross center ice and into the Flyer zone. Weak shot. Blocked in front by Clark. Shot. I think that was blocked. Don't think it made it through to Milks. Newmarket dumps it behind. Clark sends it around the near boards. Monas gets a piece of it. Trips it the rest of the way. Icing's waved off. Middlehurst. Good back pressure. Stretch pass behind everybody. Hobor dumps it at center ice. Picked up by Newmarket, and they'll bring it into the Flyer zone. Offside. Just called. Middlehurst in to take the draw. 12-10 to go in the first period. From off the draw, chipped forward by Arkema. Arkema gets the red line and dumps it in the zone. Steered to the near corner by the Renegades goalie. Players will pick it up, throw it off the ref. Arkema in on the forecheck. Puck comes to Clark at the blue line. He'll chip it in to Martin. Martin couldn't quite handle it. Puck lifted to Newmarket at the red line. They'll send it into Flyer zone. Hobor to Mason in the near corner. Mason, under some pressure, gets it up to half boards. Steps out. Tried to hit Arkema on the far side. Dumped in by Newmarket. Arkema picks it up. Begins the breakout. He'll get the blue line shot. Right on the goalie. Brown in on the draw, won by Newmarket. He'll take that in the near corner. Picked up by Brown. He'll try to get that out front. Tribble steps in. Bouncing puck in front of the Newmarket goalie. Martin in on the forecheck, chasing him behind the net. Tribble steps into his man. Brown at the blue line. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell tries to send it back to Brown. Shot saved by Milks. He'll get that to the far corner. Centering attempt. Shot wide of the net. Picked up by Newmarket. They'll center that again, past everybody. Martin swipes at it. Newmarket picks it up. Renegades drop it in the far corner. Campbell with a good stick. Gets to Critchley. Critchley over the blue line. Backhands that and just over the Newmarket blue line. Battle along the boards. Tribble throws one at the net from center ice. Just wide. Shot from Campbell from the blue line. Good glove. Middlehurst in on the draw. He'll win that. Quickly. Hobor winds up, blocked in front. Puck comes to the blue line and out. Clark bats it back into the Newmarket zone. They'll cycle it around off the far board. Stopped at the blue line by Wozni. Newmarket picks it up. Brings it back into the Flyer zone. He'll take it wide. Gets the breaks. Centers it. Gets it to Clark. Clark up to Monas. Monas to Middlehurst. Middlehurst in the zone. Middlehurst tries to step around the player. Lost the puck, but gets it in deep. Newmarket sends it to the near corner. To the half boards. Center ice. Clark gets it off the skate. Stops it at the blue line. Monas to Hobor. Hobor under some pressure. Weak pass. A little bit more on those passes, boys. Newmarket with puck behind the net. Centers it. Shot. Off the glove of Milks. Wozni picks up the puck. Gets it to the far boards, but not enough to get it out. Hobor behind his net. Gets the breaks. Fouls a little. Gets it to the far corner. Clark steps up. Backhands that to the blue line. Kept in by Newmarket. Shot off. Milks got a piece of that to send it high and wide. Newmarket off the glass. Hobor on the near corner to Monas. Monas gets bumped into some traffic. Newmarket gets the puck in deep. Backhand. Milks will hold that one for a whistle.
Come on, let's go!
Brown's in on the draw. Puck between Brown's legs, played to the blue line, kept in. Newmarket throws it off the glass to the far corner. Campbell, he'll hold it there for some room. Gets it to Arkema. Arkema chips it to the blue line, not out. Newmarket still in the Flyer zone. Cross ice pass, past everyone. Campbell gets it up through everybody's legs. Mason's got a step on them. Just couldn't keep it under control. Brown behind the net, bumps his man. Newmarket gets a piece to the far corner. Mason plays it behind. to Arkema. Arkema with the wraparound attempt. Loose puck. Backhand just goes wide. Centers to Brown. Brown gets it on net, but not enough speed on it. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Brown in for the faceoff. He'll win it back to Campbell at the point. Campbell with the shot tipped wide of the net. Brown along the half boards. Newmarket gets to the blue line and out. Taking over Flyer zone. Takes it wide. Campbell with a good defensive move. Bumps his man off the puck. Mason sends it to Arkema. Arkema to Brown. Into his feet. Newmarket keeps it in. Shot. Bobbled. Cleared out by Campbell. Dribbles in near corner. Fires it off the glass. Newmarket's there to keep it in. Puck comes to the Orange Flyers blue line. Shot. Saved by Milks. Second shot. Brown picks up the rebound. Gets it to the far boards. High. Just over the Flyers bench. Right. Middlehurst in for the draw, won by the Renegades. To the blue line. Shot. Wide in the net. Rebound comes from the near half boards. Clark steps into his man. Gets the puck to the half boards. Martin gets it past the Newmarket player. Too much, it'll go for icing. Middlehurst back in for the draw. In some feet. Middlehurst gets to the corner. Picked up by Newmarket. Martin to Critchley. Critchley up to center ice. He'll fire it off the boards into the Newmarket zone. Takes a funny off the boards. Almost came out in front of the net. Clark pinches. Keeps it in. Critchley tries to lift the stick. Renegades get it to the blue line. Back in the Flyer zone. Tries to walk out. Jam pet play. Stopped by Milks. Critchley gets the rebound. Or gets the puck. Fires it off the boards. Not out. Newmarket. Cross. Shot. Saved by Milks, and he'll cover that for a whistle. 6:19 to go in the first period. Brown in to take the draw for the Flyers. He'll win it. I think Newmarket picks it up. Brown to Martin. Martin going down the wing. Sends it across to Moniz. Moniz with a shot. Tipped wide of the net. Renegades grab that rebound. Skate it out of their zone.
Step up to him, Wes.
Take a wide shot. Milk's got a piece of it. Went off the side of the net. Wozny gets dumped. Shot. Right into the chest of Milks. He'll hold that for a whistle. It's a new number. Dribble to Brown. Brown to Moniz. Moniz back up to Brown. Brown sends it across to Wozny. Newmarket drops it there. The Flyers just couldn't capitalize. Off the far boards. Play behind the Renegades net. Moniz all over his man. Brown steps up. Renegades move it out. Hit the red line and fire it on net. Milk steers that to the near corner. Brown lifts it to Moniz along the half boards. Moniz cross ice to Wozny. He's off his foot. That'll go into the Renegade zone. Icing's waved off. Brown in on the forecheck. Peels away too quick. Darn, that could have been a good one. Renegades back in the Flyer zone. Clark steers his man wide. Brown takes him out behind the net. Up to Hobor. To Moniz. Moniz lets that come off the boards and center ice. Middlehurst trying to use his feet instead of his stick. Played back into the Flyers zone. Clark gets it to Arkema. Arkema to Middlehurst. Middlehurst behind Mason. Mason has to pump the brakes before he can dump it into the Renegade zone. Off the Flyer to Clark at the blue line. Clark, some room, tries to clear it. Renegade's got a stick in the way. Shot right into the basket. Milks to hold that for a whistle. Face off back in the Flyer zone. Middlehurst to take it. Won by the Newmarket. They'll just dump it into the near corner. Middlehurst pumps his man. Puck behind the Flyers net. Hobor sends it around the boards. Centering pass. Newmarket couldn't get the shot off. Clark to the blue line and out. Middlehurst picks that up. 2-on-1. Middlehurst over the blue line. Sends it across to Arkema with the backhand. Pad save by Newmarket. Newmarket off the far boards. Hobor steps into his man. That'll be a penalty, I think. Shot off the side of the net. Newmarket with the puck deep in the Flyer zone. Shot saved by Milks. Newmarket comes back out front with it. They got their goalie pulled. 6-on-5. Delayed penalty.
Let's go!
Finally, Middlehurst will touch it. Hobor's going to the box. 2 minutes for interference. .324 to go on the first period. Critchley in for the draw. Critchley wins the draw back behind the goal line. Tribble plays it to the far corner. Newmarket up to the blue line. He'll walk in, left shot. Campbell with a block. Critchley gets a piece of that and he'll send it down the length of the ice. Martin's in on the forecheck. Applying pressure, gets the puck in the far corner. Chases behind the net. Puck comes to the blue line. Critchley back to Campbell. Campbell fires that one back into the Newmarket zone. Martin again on the forecheck. Applying pressure. Work. Newmarket gets it to their blue line. They'll skate it out. Through neutral ice. Critchley with a good stick. Breaks up that play. Newmarket has to dump it in. Tribble. Lifts it high. Over everybody's head. Critchley in on the forecheck. He'll just keep that one deep in the corner. 1 minute to go on the penalty. Good penalty kill. Critchley holding it along the boards. There we go. We got a whistle. Face off in the offensive zone. .219 to go in the first period. Brown steps in to take the draw. Won by the Renegades. They'll play it off the far boards. Campbell steps up. Gets it to Brown. Back to Campbell. Campbell with the shot. Steered to the near corner by the Newmarket goalie. Bonin giving chase. Newmarket off a skate. Gets it to the blue line and out. Newmarket skates through neutral ice into the Flyer zone. Tries, centers it. Locked in front. Newmarket skating around. Brown gets a piece of it. He'll dump that puck down. 20 seconds to go on the Orangeville penalty. Brown in on the forecheck. Applying pressure. Newmarket comes up with it. Through the neutral ice. Into the Flyers' own shot. Wide of the net. Brown gets the puck but takes a bump. Newmarket dumps it behind the Flyers' net. That's it for the Flyers penalty. Newmarket with the puck in the far corner. Brown gets a piece of it off the glass, not quite enough to get it out. Puck thrown towards the Flyers net. Milks. Clark to Moniz. Moniz up to Brown. Brown up the wing. Gets stick check. Moniz. He'll lift that one just over the blue line. Newmarket peels off the boards to center ice. Step up, boys. Newmarket and over the blue line. Lets a shot go. Milks makes a save. Rebound out front. Played up to the blue line, not out. Shot blocked in front. I think Clark got a piece of that. Hobor throws it off the boards. Newmarket's there to intercept. Weak clearing pass. Gotta make sure of those. Clark put some stuff on it.
Come on, Aiden, let's go!
Flyers, Renegades player wide open. Milks makes the save. Puck behind the Flyers net comes to the near corner. Martin to Middlehurst. Middlehurst back along the far boards. To Mason. Mason gets a piece of it. Moniz at center ice. Gets it to Middlehurst over the blue line. Oh. Last second shot, just too late. No score after one. Here we go to start the second period. Middlehurst to take the draw. Mason and Arkema on the wing. Draw won by the Renegades. Hearing attempt. Mason almost had a piece of it. Puck in the skates. Middlehurst. Mason chips it off the boards. Steps around his man. Mason walks it from the corner. Shot. Blocker save. Puck sits there behind the net. Newmarket throws it behind the far corner. Middlehurst in the corner. Still has it. Gets it deep to Mason. Mason out front. Arkema has it on a stick. Played to the blue line. Kept in by Tribble. Tribble throws it towards the net just wide. Middlehurst tries to send it through the skates of the Renegades player. All three forwards are on the one side of the rink. Played off the half boards. Newmarket gets it to center ice. They'll lift it into the Flyer zone. Campbell behind his net. Comes out the other side to Middlehurst. Middlehurst up the wing. Gets it into the Newmarket zone. Clearing attempt. Middlehurst almost had a piece of that. Tribble to Arkema. Arkema left it for the Renegades bench. They'll get the red line and dump it back in. Campbell in hard. He'll pin it along the boards. Middlehurst in to help him out. Newmarket's there. They steal it into the far corner. Tribble all over his man. Middlehurst has a stick stuck, but he kicks it to the corner. Middlehurst off the boards to Campbell. Campbell turns. Gets it to Arkema at the blue line. He'll send it around the defender. Arkema in the Newmarket zone. Mason rifles it around the boards. Flyers are changing. They cleared the zone. Brown. Applying pressure. Puck comes to center ice to Clark. Clark gets it back to Brown. Brown in over the blue line. Couldn't handle it. Martin picks it up.
Shoot it, Marty!
Martin centers it to Brown. Blocker saved by Newmarket. Critchley gets a little bit high hit.
Do it again, Jackson!
Brown comes out with a shot. High over the net.
On a dozer.
And Newmarket will send that all the way down the ice for icing.
Work, Orangeville.
Good pressure, Flyers. Brown in for the draw. He'll win it to the boards. Critchley lets it go to Clark. Clark dumps it back in. Renegades. They have the puck along the boards. To the blue line, kept in by Clark. Brown. Brown walks out with it. Steps around just through his legs. Newmarket gets it to the blue line and out. They're going wide. We got both defenders on the one side. Puck in the far corner. Brown steps through his men. Gets the puck in the corner. Hobor behind the net. Fires it around the near boards. Critchley just out of his reach. Newmarket keeps it in at the blue line. Centering shot. Missed on that one-timer. Brown takes that shot away. Brown clears the zone. Lifts it high. Just offside to Martin. Close. You want to face off just outside the Flyer zone. Middlehurst, he'll win it. Campbell on the D. Newmarket beats him. In the near corner. Played back to the blue line. To the half boards. Shot. Steered wide to the far corner by Milks. Monas. Nope. He'll block that shot. Bounces high in center ice. Critchley, Wozni sees that first. Gets the puck into the Newmarket zone. Played to the far boards. Back in behind the Renegades net. Wozni gets a piece of it to the near corner. Newmarket around the far boards. Monas keeps it in. Lifts it off the glass. Back behind the Renegades net. Wozni in. Flying pressure. Monas steps up. Wozni almost got a piece of it and cleared it out. Monas.
Good work, Wozni!
Back, hot, lifted high over Tribble's head. Campbell skating back. Picks the puck up, brings it behind the Flyers net. Passed up, intended for Wozni, just out of his reach. Renegades get the puck and dump it back in the Flyers zone. Renegades win that foot race. Middlehurst. And Tribble steps into his man. Man wide open in front. Puck goes through the crease and back to the blue line. Wozni, good swipe. Gets a piece of it in over the blue line. Lets your shot go just wide. Monas needs to start moving his feet. Not skating at all tonight. Middlehurst gets that puck back in deep. Why are we at center ice here? Why is our defense in our zone? Newmarket through neutral ice and walks right into the Flyer zone. To the near corner. Brown steps into his man, breaks up the play. Clark pins him along the boards. Brown steps in to give him a hand. Puck comes out to Mason along the half boards. He'll chip it off. Mason and Arkema in over the blue line. 2-on-1. Shot. Score! Flyers goal, number 22, Justin Mason. 9:40 in the second period.
Go on, Justin!
Brown in for the draw after that Flyers goal.
Go on,
Drum draw.
Mason!
Picked up by the Renegades. They'll chip it into the Flyer zone. Hobor gets it out of the blue line. Mason again. It's got Brown and Arkema. Shot off the blocker. Brown's there to pick up the rebound in the near corner. Hobor steps into his man.
You got it, Mason!
Renegades change direction, come down the ice. Shot. Saved by Milks. Clark clears that rebound out. Arkema sends it across ice past everyone. Renegades in their zone. Spinning. Mason tried to grab that puck. Hobart chips it back into the Renegade zone. Orangeville has to clear. Arkema steps up. Renegades fire at the length of the ice.
Clark, hustle!
Chips it behind for Hobart. Wait, Hobart lets it go to Mason. Mason in the corner. He'll fire it around the far boards to Arkema. Arkema chips it just outside the Orangeville blue line. Renegades back in their zone, regrouping. Off the boards, center ice and into the Flyer zone. Hobart backhands it off the back of the net.
Come on, boys, get the puck.
Back behind the Flyers zone. Hobart's chasing his man. Centering attempt, picked off by Middlehurst. Middlehurst gets it to Mason. Mason touches it.
Come on, Mason.
Gets it back into the Newmarket zone. Trips over the blue line. Renegades get up center ice. Back in the Flyer zone. Shot. Gloved by Milks. Why is there a blue line there? It's right there.
So tricky.
Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win it to the near boards. The corner for Campbell. Campbell plays it off the back for Tribble, just out of his reach. Critchley steps up, gets the puck to Campbell, or Tribble. Tribble lifts it up through neutral ice to Martin. Martin in over the blue line, across to Middlehurst. Middlehurst scores!
Nice setup, Martin.
Flyers goal, number 95, Carter Middlehurst. Assisted by number 29, Justin Martin. Jackson Martin, sorry.
Nice finish, Carter.
Nice work, boys.
Keep it up, Orangeville.
Middlehurst back in for the draw. He'll win that forward. Renegades jump on it, bring it over center ice, and dump it into the Flyer zone. Campbell back to the near corner. He'll play it off the glass. Newmarket walks up with it. Played behind the net again. Campbell gets a good stick to the blue line. Not quite out. Second chance. Newmarket kicks it back in. Bouncing puck. Cross ice to Critchley at the blue line. He'll skate it out of the zone. Critchley just offside. .7:16 to go in the second period. Brown in for the draw. Renegades win it. Puck comes back to Hobart on the Flyers blue line. Up to Monas. Monas throws it on net. Steered to the near corner. Wozni catches an edge. Brown on his man in the corner. Wozni steps up, gets a piece of it. Behind the net, just overskated it. Brown tries to get it out front. Off the net. Brown again. Renegades get it to the blue line. Kept in by Wozni, but Renegades will fire that in the Flyer zone. Backhanded to the blue line. Renegades player out front. Shot. Milks will cover that for a whistle. Right? It's not used to playing like these. Brown in for the draw in the Flyer zone. He'll win that back to Hobart. Hobart behind the net. Picked up by the Renegades. They'll throw it out front. Brown gets a piece of it to Monas. Monas to Wozni. Wozni into some traffic. Gets it over just over, not quite over the blue line. Bouncing puck. Hits Monas. Renegades step up. They'll bring it into the Flyer zone. Walk out front. Missed shot. Second effort. Wide of the net. And Milks will cover that for a whistle. Middlehurst in for the draw. One back to the Flyers blue line, not quite out. Renegades, cross ice.
Trap Zach.
Campbell with a good stick. Shot, bad save by Milks. Puck comes to the near corner. Campbell swats at it. Doesn't quite get connection. Bouncing puck. Milks will cover that for a whistle to settle it down. 5:52 to go in the second period. Middlehurst in for the draw. On his feet, kicked forward. Renegades walk out with it. I think shot high over the net. To the half boards. Tribble got a piece. Puck comes behind the Flyers net. Renegades to the near boards, to the blue line. Couldn't reach it. Puck comes out of the Flyers zone. Renegades will back into their zone. Fired off the boards and neutral ice just to regroup. Renegades back over the Flyers blue line. Shot. Nooks with the save. Campbell off the glass. All the way around to the half boards. Bouncing puck that he pinched. Centering attempt picked up by Campbell. He'll backhand that to Arkema. Arkema cross ice to Mason. Mason over the blue line. Just offside. Brown in for the draw. Won by the Renegades. Played to the Flyers blue line. To Tribble. Tribble off the boards. To Brown. Brown's got Martin coming in beside him. Shot by Brown. Block the save. Second shot. Just off the side of the net. Critchley steps in. Gets the puck behind the Renegades net. Martin, all kinds of pressure. Gets his stick on it. Gets it out front to Brown. Brown sets it up. Comes to Campbell at the blue line. Campbell shot. Off a glove. Scores! Critchley! Flyers goal. Scored by number 13, Owen Critchley. Assisted by number 7, Zach Campbell. They're playing very well. Brown back in for the draw. He'll win that forward. Critchley steps up, gets a piece of it to Martin. Just overskated it. Renegades change directions, get it back in the Flyers zone. They'll let a shot go. Milks with the save. Clark clears that puck out. Critchley reels it in, kicks it forward. Critchley in over the blue line. Keeps it in the corner. Carries it behind the Renegades net. Martin steps in to give him a hand. Gets it to the far corner. Throws it towards Brown. Brown with a one-timer. Didn't quite get all of it. Renegades pass it up to center ice. Martin gets it back into the Flyer zone to Hobart's feet. He'll send it to Brown, who sends it to Clark. Clark off the boards to Martin. Martin let that go. Newmarket dumped it back in the Flyer zone. Clark to the near boards, to the blue line, not out. Shot, blocked by Clark. Rebound, fired towards the net, just wide. Monas gets it out of the zone. Newmarket will throw it on net. Milks with the save. Hobor behind his net to Wozni on the near boards. To the blue line. He'll chip it out. Wozni chips it over the blue line into the Renegade zone. To the near boards. They'll play to the blue line. Not out. Cross ice to the blue line. That'll come out. Renegades back in the Flyer zone. Hobor with a good stick. Gets the puck to the boards. Middlehurst had a piece of it. Back behind for Hobor. He'll send it to the near boards. Martin. Triple. Gets it to Middlehurst. Middlehurst had it stripped. And Newmarket's going to the pet box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. .250 to go in the second period. Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win it to Monas. Mona gets it across to Tribble. Tribble with the shot. Saved in front. Loose puck. Mason couldn't get it. Middlehurst with another shot just wide of the net. Rebound comes to the half boards. Campbell keeps it in. Monas is getting manhandled down there. throwing down the length of the ice. Milks out to play it to the corner. Tribble steps into his man. Clark for Campbell behind to Middlehurst. Middlehurst up to Mason. Mason in over the blue line. Shot. And the goalie will hold that for a whistle. I think you got the Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win that to Monas. Monas spins, backhands it to Tribble. Tribble back to Monas. Monas in near corner, far corner, off the post. Monas still has the puck. Circles around, sends it in deep to Mason. Mason cross ice. Bouncing puck hopped over Tribble stick at the blue line. Good battle. Just comes out. Newmarket fires it down the length of the ice into the Flyer zone. Campbell behind his net. To Tribble. Tribble serves up a pizza. We'll go back and forth a little bit. Milks out. Sets the puck up for Campbell. Campbell behind his net. Gets it over to Tribble. Tribble across to Mason. Mason down the wing over the blue line. Drops it there for Middlehurst. Middlehurst with a shot blocked in front. Renegades get that puck to neutral ice. Campbell to Hobor. Hobor to Arkema. Arkema spinning. Back to Campbell. Campbell up to Mason at the blue line. He'll gain possession. Leaves it there for Arkema, just out of his reach. Flyers aren't skating. Gotta keep moving, boys. Hobor. Yeah. 47 seconds to go in the period. Let's go, Flyers. Brown in for the draw. He'll win it back. Clark gets it to Arkema. Arkema up to Brown. Brown across to Critchley. Critchley over the blue line. Shot tipped high and into the mesh. Brown in for the draw. Won by the Renegades. They'll play it behind their net to the far corner. Arkema throws it towards the net. Backhander. Just out of the reach of Critchley. Critchley takes a spill along the boards. Brown walks out with it. Gets a piece. Shot. And Newmarket goalie will cover that for a whistle. Brown back in for the draw. Brown wins it to the blue line. Just offside. Newmarket chips it around Hobor. Clark backhands it to the blue line to Martin. Brown chips it to the far side. Picked up by Newmarket. Newmarket shot. Blocker saved by Milks. And that'll do it for the second period. After two, Flyers are up 3-0. And we're back. We're back. Let's go.
He even cleans up his own ice. Look at that. They have a bucket to put it in. That's weird.
Yeah. They don't have a grate there.
Oh, okay. Which is weird, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, boys. See, like, very, at least he's with somebody, so not like last time. It was just being really down.
Italian.
I think so. Refs are missing in action.
We get 20 minutes. He didn't hear it.
Nobody heard that live broadcast. Sorry, YouTube. Colorful commentary.
Where's the rest?
There they are.
Like, we're waiting for you. Come on.
Screw it, I'm going out there.
Go Flyers!
We're going to start the third. Middlehurst off the draw. He gets tripped by his own player. Renegades dumping in the Flyer zone. Out front shot. Covered by Milks. Clark clears that to the near corner. Critchley. Critchley behind. Hobor. Picked up by the Renegades. They'll throw that out front. Martin on his man. Yep. Renegades to the blue line. Shot. Blocked in front by Clark. Played up by Hobor to Critchley. Critchley lifts that off the boards. Martin's in. He'll beat the icing. Martin pulls it back. Gets it to Brown at the blue line. Brown brings it in deep to the near corner. Centering attempt. Timona's just out of his reach. Campbell at the blue line. Shots. Bouncing puck. Flyers were changing. Pass to the blue line. Woolsey almost gets a piece of it to keep it in. Tribble to Campbell. Campbell back to Tribble. Tribble gets the red line, throws it on net. Renegades goalie steers that to the far corner. Chipped out. Past the blue line. Center ice to Campbell. Campbell backhands that to Tribble. Tribble off the glass. That'll go just a little too far for icing. Brown in for the draw. Brown wins that back to Tribble in the near corner. Tribble plays it behind the net to Campbell. Campbell back to Tribble. Tribble tries to get it out. Gets to the blue line. Not kept in by the Renegades. Loose puck bouncing out front. Brown off the skate to the blue line and out. That'll go past everyone for icing. They could have played it. Face off back in the Flyer zone. Middlehurst in to take it. Scrum draw. Middlehurst wins it back to Clark. Clark throws it behind the net. Hobart takes out his man. And he's going to draw a penalty. 2 minutes for tripping. I don't know about that. Middlehurst in for the draw. Won by the Renegades. To the blue line, back into the half boards. Back to the blue line. Renegades walk up with it. Cross ice to the near corner. Played behind the net to the far side. Renegades back to the point. In deep. Centering attempt, shot. Didn't get all of it, missed it wide. Clark off the boards to Middlehurst. Middlehurst lifts it high down the length of the ice. Right on the Renegades goalie. Mason pressuring his man. Get it to the far boards. Renegades skated out of the blue line into the Flyer zone. Centering pass, shot, saved by Milk. Second effort, he'll cover that one for a whistle. I don't know how he got the first one. .110 to go on the Flyers penalty. Critchley in to take the draw. He'll win that to Campbell in the far corner to Critchley. Critchley fires it off to the linesman. Second shot, sends it down the length of the ice. Martin in on the forecheck. Almost beats the goalie on that one. Played back to the blue line. Renegades settle it down and bring it into the Flyer zone. Critchley all over his man. Renegades behind the net to the far side. Through some traffic to the blue line. They'll dump it back in deep. Played to the blue line. Thrown towards the net, wide. Loose puck. Critchley gets a piece of it, and he'll fire that one down on the net. Martin chases behind. Pass up to Critchley at the blue line. Critchley spins. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Renegades getting over the Flyers' blue line. Shot. Milks with the save. Rebound goes up high and into the netting. Ten seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Brown in to take the draw. Won by the Renegades. Played to the blue line. Shot. Tipped high. And into the corner. Bonus gets there first. He'll fire that one down the length of the ice. Brown in, giving chase. Line pressure. That'll do it for the Flyers penalty. Renegades with puck. Brown steals it. Gets taken down. Wozny with the puck along the far boards. Campbell. From center ice to Brown. Brown to Tribble. Tribble back to Campbell. Campbell through some traffic. Tried to get Monas. Mason's waved off. Puck's down behind the Renegades net. Wozny throws it towards the net. Picked off by the Renegades. Wozny to Campbell at the blue line. Campbell winds up. Lets one go. Rebound comes to the near corner. Thrown back out front by Tribble. Renegades with a step. Campbell beats him to the puck. Brown chips it into the Renegade zone. They'll keep control. Back in the Flyer zone. Shot. Scores. Flyers D got caught trying to change there. They were both over by the boards. 3-1 Flyers. 15-13 to go in the third period. Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win it. Renegades pick it up and send it back in the Flyer zone. Go get it. Played out front, shot. Gloved by Milks. He'll hold that for a whistle. Middlehurst off the draw. In some feet. He'll keep it and get it behind the Flyers net. Played off the glass to Arkema at the half boards. Arkema backhands that to the blue line, not out. Shot. Clark blocked that one. Second shot. Milks with the save. To the blue line, not out. Played back in by the Renegades. Shot. Bad save by Milks. Mason throws it off the glass behind the Flyers net. Walks out front. Loose puck. Picked up by Mason. Mason stretched to Arkema. Arkema in over the blue line. Stolen by the Renegades. They'll throw it to the near boards. Mason steps into his man. Puck played off the boards into the Flyer zone. Arkema's there to help him out. In the near corner, played off the boards. Clark, Mason, both let it go. Puck comes to the blue line, and the Renegades dump it back in the Flyer zone. Hobor on his man in the far corner. Picked up by the Renegades to the blue line and out. Renegades get center ice and dump it in. Clark. Bump, taken down. Middlehurst steps in to give him a hand. Renegades come up with it. Middlehurst all over his man, breaks that play up. It's thrown to the near boards for Mason. Mason tries to clear it, and the net's off. Face off back in the Flyer zone. Browns to take it. 13:30 to go in the period. Brown wins the draw. Tribble backhands that high up the boards to Campbell. Campbell tries to lift it into the corner. Picked up by Brown. He'll lose control just enough. Renegades capitalize. Campbell, Brown battling behind the goal line. Thrown off the boards, past everyone. Icing's waved off. On net. And the Renegades goalie will cover that for a whistle. Brown in to take the draw. Won by the Renegades. Critchley gets there first. Gets to Martin. Martin battling in the corner. He'll fire the puck behind the net to the near corner. Played up to the half boards. Critchley to Martin. Martin across to Critchley. Critchley couldn't quite get the shot off. Brown in behind the Renegades net. Gets it to Critchley in the corner. He'll bat it back to Brown. Brown gets it out front to Critchley. Critchley shots wide of the net. Rebound comes to Tribble at the half boards. He'll throw that on net. Intercepted by the Renegades, but Martin to Campbell. Campbell shots off the post. Campbell steps up to keep that play alive. Throws it back on the net. Renegades turn it around. Campbell still in the zone. Picks up the puck. Backhands to Critchley. Critchley lets one go. Didn't get all of it. Had a stick tied up. Renegades in the far corner. Brown walks out with it. Shot. Saved by the Renegades goalie. Renegades try to fire it hard behind the boards. Picked up by Martin. Brown gets dumped right in front of the ref. No call. Martin sends it back to Critchley. Critchley tries to go it back. In some feet. Brown gets a piece of it to Campbell. Campbell had it stolen. He keeps it in. Campbell walks in. Changes shots. Off the glove. Rebound. Loose puck. Mayhem. Brown got a little help. Critchley steps in to defend him. Bit of pushing and shoving going on behind the goalie there.
It should be both.
Should be sending them both. Looks like Critchley's the only one getting the penalty. What about the one ragdolling Brown? Well, Flyers back on the penalty kill. 11:34 to go in the period. Brown in to take the draw deep in the Flyer zone. He'll win that to the far boards. Renegades bobble it. They'll get back to throw it back in the Flyer zone. Touched offside.
All the way down.
They're sending that all the way down. Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win it. Mason just steps over the line. Now they'll call it offside.
I'm very confused.
That was a very, very delayed offside. No. Face off just outside the Renegade zone. Mason to take it. Won by the Renegades. Bouncing puck. He'll pick it up, skate it through neutral ice. Gets the red line, dumps it into the zone. Loose puck in front. Middlehurst rifles that down the length of the ice. Renegades goalie out to stop it. Sets it up for them. Past everyone. Hobor waits a second. Tees it up. Lets it go. Bouncing puck right on net. Mason applying pressure. Renegades in the far corner. Begin the breakout. To the Flyers blue line and in the zone. Shot tipped high to the corner. Hobor off the boards to the blue line, not out. Shot, pad saved by Milks. Played to the blue line shot, tipped wide. I think Mason got a piece of that to block that shot. Renegades in front, shot. Milks with the save. Puck in the far corner, behind the goal line. Hobor, Clarkey steps in to help him. Gets it to the near boards to Mason. Mason gets over the blue line, gets the puck to the Renegades red line, and they'll fire it hard across the ice, but mishandle it. 30 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Mason with a shot, wide of the net. Middlehurst picks up the loose puck, throws it in front. Mason just had his stick lifted. Renegades bring the puck up through center ice. And over the blue line, shot, steered wide. Dribble, off the boards. Picked off by the Renegades. Back to Mason. Mason sends it the length of the ice. That'll do it for the Flyers penalty. Back to 5-on-5. Arkema. Just out of the reach of Martin. Critchley coming out of the box, couldn't quite handle it. Renegades over the blue line. Shot through some traffic. Milks with the save. Played back to the blue line and out. Renegades over the red line, dump it into Flyer zone. Puck comes out. Funny hop off the boards. Played along to the blue line, kept in. Campbell. Oh, Renegades come out with that puck. Played behind the net. Shot. Blocked in front. Brown to Arkema. He doesn't know where it is. Off the boards to the Renegades player. Arkema steps through his player, almost takes out Martin. Campbell sends it to the near boards. Good bounce. And that'll be covered by the goalie. There's a bit of a conversation after that whistle. Middlehurst in for the draw. He'll win that to Monas. Monas gets it to Tribble. Tribble sends it back to Monas. Monas with a shot. Blocker save. Rebound comes to Middlehurst. He gets a shot. And the Renegades goalie will cover that for a whistle. 8.5 minutes to go in the period. Middlehurst back in for the draw. Won by the Renegades. Bonus in there to pinch it along the boards. Wozni gets bumped from behind. Middlehurst steps into his man, steals the puck. Middlehurst throws it on net. Stick save. Wozni was tied up, couldn't quite get a stick on it. Renegades through neutral ice, back into the Flyer zone. Shot wide of the net. Renegades cycling the puck around. Campbell gets a stick on it and some feet. Gets it to Wozni. Wozni tries to throw it across the Tribble. Just out of his reach. Tribble, good battle back. Gets it to Monas along the half boards. Renegades fire that puck deep behind the Flyers goal line. Played up to Middlehurst at the blue line. Middlehurst couldn't get a piece of it. Off balance. Hacks at him. Renegades cycle around. We'll go for a change. Fired in deep. 7.5 to go in the period. Tribble up to center ice. Picked off by the Renegades. They'll play it back into their own zone. Misplay. Regroups and gets it back in. Brown's offside. Brown in for the draw. Renegades win it. Step around the defenseman. Played it through Hobart's skates. Shot wide of the net. Mason just missed his man. Hobart steps into his. Renegades with the puck in the far corner. Spinning. Walks out front. Throws it towards net. Hobart gets a piece of it. Gets the puck to Arkema. Arkema sends it. Intended for Mason, just out of his reach. Brown steps up. Gets the puck. Gets taken down, but Mason's got the puck. He avoids the hit. Brown on the far corner. Renegades come up with it behind. Arkema steps into his man. Clark pinches. Gets the puck. In deep. Clark spinning. Gets the puck to Hobart on the far D. Renegades throw it to the near boards. Clark again gets a good stick. Tries to get through, play through. Arkema centers it. Shots. Oh! Save. Middlehurst in for the draw. Won by the Middlehurst. He'll pick it up. Bouncing puck. Stripped by the Renegades. They'll throw it to the blue line and out. Through neutral ice. Over the blue line. Clark steers it out front. But Renegades throw it to the blue line. Blocked in front by Clark. Clark picks it up. To Middlehurst. Middlehurst avoids a hit. In over the blue line. Middlehurst takes it wide. Waiting. Critchley was a little too deep. Martin picks up that loose puck. Throws it to Critchley. Critchley behind him, Middlehurst. Middlehurst lets that go to the far corner. Renegades pick up the loose puck. They'll skate it out of their zone. Played across. Chipped into the Flyers zone. Triple. Back to get that puck. To Critchley along the half boards. Critchley gets bumped. Renegades steal it. Shot. Pads blocker saved by Milks. Middlehurst chips it around. Renegades will dump that puck back into their Flyer zone. Campbell to Critchley, lets it go. Renegades pick it up. 5 to go in the period. Renegades with the puck just over their blue line. They'll fire that puck out over their net, over their bench. Brown in to take the draw in the Renegade zone. One by the Renegades. They'll skate it behind their goal line, fired around the near boards. Tribble pinches, gets the puck to Brown. Brown with a shot, loose puck. Nobody there to capitalize on that rebound. Monas overskates it, battles back. Gets the puck stripped along the line. Renegades come out with it. Campbell takes the shooter. Renegades still with the puck behind the Flyers net. Wraparound attempt. Missed. Bosney fires it across to Monas. Has that bounced over his stick. Played up through neutral ice into the Flyer zone. Hobor sends that to the neutral ice. Renegades stopped at the blue line again. Clark has a jump over his stick. Clark along the boards to Monas. Monas takes it back in deep to the corner. Skates around to the far side. Kicks it back up to his stick and gets a little bit of room. Monas gets the red line, sends it around the D.
I'd say now go!
Bit of interference, no. Wozny in the corner. Renegades with the puck, skate behind their net. Fired off the near boards to the blue line and out. Stretched. Hobart with a good stick, breaks the play up, but Renegades there to capitalize. Shot blocked in front. Hobart bumps his man, but takes him out of the play. Puck comes back to the Flyers' blue line, sent back to the half boards. Hobart lifts it high over the benches for a whistle. Middlehurst in for the draw. Oh, Newmarket's taking a timeout. 3:18 to go in the period. Flyers up by 2. Renegades have their goalie pulled. 6-on-5. Middlehurst, he'll win the draw. Gets it to the far boards. Plays it back out front. Shot. Wide of the net. Loose puck. Steered to the corner. Middlehurst. Back behind Renegades. Played out front to the high slot. Lifted back to the half boards. Renegades behind the Flyers net. Throw it out front. Shot. Milks makes the save. Rebound comes right out front. Shot. Pad save. Rebound comes from the near corner. Mason grabs the puck. Throws it out front. Milks gets that puck to Middlehurst. Middlehurst. Not quite at the red line. Icing. Half a... Renegades get a penalty for that one.
That's it, Middlehurst. Good job, buddy. Just kidding me, right? You're calling 2 penalties on that?
What? He didn't do anything, right?
I don't know why Middlehurst is in the box. Coaches are trying to figure that one out. Well, no, you still don't get 6 players out there. Oh, yeah, I guess you're offsetting. I'm not sure why Middlehurst is in the box, but the Newmarket player's in there for unsportsmanlike. Brown in for the draw. Scrum draw. 2.5 minutes to go in the period. Renegades with the puck deep in the Flyer zone. To the point. Shot in, blocked. Pad shot wide of the net. Renegades still with the puck in the near corner. Puck comes from the far side. Hobart lifts it to the blue line and out. Critchley. Oh, no, that's Martin. Martin with the puck. It's bouncing on him. Critchley picks it up. Tries to throw it out front to Brown. Renegades regroup. Throw it off the pants of Critchley. Critchley takes out his man and himself. Critchley at the blue line. Lifted high. Past everyone. That'll go for icing. 1:50 to go in the third period. Brown in to take the draw. Scrum draw. Brown ties it up. Loose puck. In some feet. Brown steers that to the far corner. Renegades. Cross ice. Martin getting in the way. Renegades dump it around. Campbell steers it behind the net. He'll hold it there for a little bit. Brown's helping him out. And that'll get a whistle. 1:26 to go in the third period. Brown back in to take the draw. Tied up. In some feet. Goes to the far corner. Renegades try to walk out with it. To the wing. Back behind the net. Shot wide of the net. Campbell gets it along the half boards. Brown steps in with Critchley. Brown comes up with it. It's getting a stick lifted. Shot off the side of the net. Tribble. Fires it around the boards. Past everyone. Martin. Along the near boards. Tribble to Brown. Oh, yeah. Newmarket's going 2 minutes for interference. 46 seconds to go in the period.
Let's go, Flyers!
Mason in to take the draw. He'll win that back. Renegades jump on it and get it out of the zone. Chipped it past Campbell. Monas. Applying pressure. Renegades get it behind the Flyers net. Tribble. To Mason. Mason to Monas. Monas skates through neutral ice. In over the blue line. 30 seconds to go. Gets it to Mason. Mason had his stick tied up. Renegades with the puck. They'll fire it to Tribble. He'll send that to Campbell. Campbell back to Tribble. Through his legs. Tribble to Monas. Monas backhands that. Meant for Arkema. He'll win the race and chip it into the Renegade zone. Renegades, they'll send that the length of the ice. Look, come out to play that to negate the action. And that'll do it. Flyers win 3-1.